Good day everyone, this is your Sir Balo, and for this video I will demonstrate how you're going to create a time tracker using a spreadsheet. Okay, now before we start the demonstration, so I'd just like to introduce the application that I'll be using. You can actually use any uh, spreadsheet but spreadsheet application, but I prefer lang na that I will use the Google Sheets. Okay, so I will open this Google Sheets app and I will create a new file. Now the first part ang gagawin natin is first let's fill up the columns for our spreadsheet. Now let's create first the date, of course, because para malaman natin kung anong date o anong petsa to natin ginawa. Ito na list. Dito nga time tracker. Yeah. Oops, sorry. So let's say we are on November. Or ano na lang. Let's try October. Okay. So you have the date. Now, yung susunod, okay, is we're going to add a activity column. Yun. Now, since I wanted to highlight this first row, I want this first row is na maging stand out siya. So I will highlight until G. Or pwede rin sige, for now, ito lang muna yung natin i-highlight. And after you highlight, how do I highlight? I just drag this etong may tuldok nga blue nasa baba, bottom right ng cell. Itong square na to, a rectangle rather, this is what you call a cell. So ito cell ang tawag ito. So in this date na set, itong A1, or the date cell, the cell that I've nalalagyan ko ng date, na text. So yung blue na dot sa baba, I'll just drag it, long press, and then yun, to highlight the other cells. So I have highlighted the cell that contains the date in activity. So next I will tap, if you're using the smartphone, just tap this one. Format. Itong may icon na letter A na may mga lines. This one is third row on top. Just click this one and then may lalabas na menu. Then you look for this one, itong B. Maybe this one, B. So this is for the bold, para mas kumapal yung text natin. Okay, so once we're done, so we just click this one to apply the changes. Itong may check. Okay. Then once we're done, with I've already bold the date in the activity header or the first row. So this is going to list down the activities that we've done for this day, So of course kasali yung sleeping, yung school, or if you want, you could na lang module if you want to be specific. So what else? Of course eating, kasali na yung eating. Hindi man pwede na walang activity na walang yung activity mo through the entire day, walang eating. So lahat ng ng activities or mga tasks na ginawa mo throughout the day, although let's say for example if you've done this during the morning, no, you could try this, you could fill up this one tomorrow. Or if you can still remember everything, well, much better if ngayon mo talaga may monitor all activities. And then if yung mga task mo for the evening, you will na lang, you will add na lang. Okay, just make sure na all of the activities that you've done, just delete this po kasi na to, redundant na to. Facebook. Okay, I'll just finish lang adding. This is just examples. Okay, sleeping, module, eating. Okay, what else can I add? Of course, mobile. Video games na lang. Okay, in general. Yeah. Okay, so we have added just sample na lang, no, of the activities that we've done, no, through this day, itong araw na to. Kunyari lang, no. Now, again, I just remind you na kailangan kasali tong sleeping kasi hindi pwedeng wala kang activity ng sleeping unless nagpuyat ka. Of course, eating, well, asali na rin, well, module. Now, once we're done now with the list of activities, so next that we're going to work out is the hour and the minutes column. Okay, minute. Okay, so once again, just like we did a while ago, we just highlight, no, click this, or you just tap this blue period, and that's, you just make it fast lang kasi if i-long press mo siya, lalabas na yung menu, itong cut, copy, paste. So just make it fast. Yan. Okay. Then after that, click this format button and then B for the bold, and then yun, we're done. Now on these columns is where you're going to input how many hours and minutes have you spent for each activity. So for example, I've slept 8 hours exact. Now, these are just estimates lang. Okay, at least, no, if you have used pwede ra, estimate lang, but mas better if you have some kind of an application, mobile application, for automatically monitoring, no. Yeah, you could use those resources. Then for the module, let's say for example siguro lang 4 hours. Then eating, kasi mabilis akong kumain, so I'll asali na to yung breakfast, lunch, and since ano pa man to, let's say if I've just finished this on the lunch pa, hindi pa ako kumain sa gabi, so maybe you could update this later. So for now, I'll just add this one, let's say 10 minutes for breakfast and 10 minutes for lunch, so 20 minutes all. Later, no, in the evening, if kakain ako, I will update this one. Now for Facebook, kasi mahilig ako magpabat, I'll just go on. Maybe perhaps hindi siya exactly na na 2 hours sarado, no. Maybe 2 hours and 15 minutes. So yun, it's possible that you have, anyway, if for activities that use your digital activities, no, activities that which you are using your devices. So again, I highly recommend if you have this in your phone, no, this one here, digital well-being and parental control. So this will automatically monitor all your activities. So far, the Facebook ko is 30 minutes. 33 minutes. YouTube ko is sige. And aside from from the focus, ano yung tawag no? Nung ito, may nawala yung digital well-being. If hindi to available, kasi this is available for new versions of Android. Yeah, by the way, this is only Android lang. Android OS na mga phones. So if iPhone yung phone mo, maybe hindi siya available. I don't know kung ano yung equivalent na menu for the iPhone, but this is for the Android, mga latest phones, latest version ng Androids. Let's go to the Google Play Store. I highly recommend this one. If you want to monitor your digital activities, for example, your Mobile Legends, how many hours you spent on playing games, how many hours you spend on Facebook or YouTube, so use this one, Rescue Time. Ito, yung parang may cross. This is a time management and productivity tracker for mobile and desktop or laptop. Yeah. So you may use this one to automatically track how much time you spend on your digital activities. Okay? So let's proceed now. Let's go back to our spreadsheet. So let's just estimate lang to. Okay? Although 33 minutes yung exact time na spent ko. So this is for example, I don't know, for demonstration. Chores, no? Gawaing bahay. Maybe I've spent too much. Mga 1 hour pag lilinis ng bahay. Okay. Then TV, 2 hours I guess. Again, these are just estimates, but of course, to make it realistic, you should monitor what time. You can easily calculate how much hours you spent. No, if you just check kailan ka nanood, anong oras, or just make an educated guess na lang. Then video games. So na-addict ako sa Mobile Legends. So that is why 4 hours yung total spent. Okay, so we're done filling up the hours spent for each activity. Now next is we're going to total na. How many hours we spent sa buong araw. So I will type total sa baba. Total here. Total here. Okay, dalawang total, one for the hour and one for the minute. Then again, we'll just highlight these two. Oh, sorry. Hindi pwedeng highlight these two. Then click this one and then click this one to make it bold. Then click this blue check to apply changes. Yun. Now, sa baba ng total for the hour for the hour column, you just tap this one. This itong baba, itong enter text or formula, this one. Yan. Then we're going to enter. Pwede mo enter dito yung mga symbols dito, yung equals, parentheses, you could use that. Or pwede rin yung sa keyboard ng smartphone mo. For me, I will just use na lang itong keyboard kasi mas madali sa akin. I will tap, enter the equals sign, followed by typing the sum. Ayun, nagsasuggest siya. You could actually tap na lang para hindi mo na kailangan i-type, or you could manually, if you memorize mo na yung I'll just na lang type manually sum. Okay, you enter equals then sum. So I will zoom para makita nyo yan. That is equals to sum. Paano ko ba zoom? You just pinch lang. Kung paano ka mag-zoom ng picture, mag-zoom in, zoom out ng picture is just the same with the spreadsheet. Okay, so I'll just zoom in just para makita nyo. Then I type enter. Now, after that, this is the most important part. You could actually manually type this one, but for me, just to make it easier to since we're going to i-add natin lahat ng hours for this column, no? So, we have to first tap yung pinaka itaas, pinaka first natin activity, which is sleeping. Then, ito na, nag-green siya, nag-highlight na siya. Again, use this blue dot at the bottom right side ng cell. You drag this one until the last activity mo, task, no? Which is video games for this example. Then, okay, we're done. As you notice, may balik tayo dito sa formula. There's a comma. You just delete this one na lang. And after that, enter the closing parenthesis. So yan, we're done. And we'll just hit this check. Ito. Yung nasa right side ng formula. And then we're done. It's a total of 21 hours. So let's do the same thing with the minutes. Okay, I'll just type everything. Then tap this one, drag this green dot on the bottom right. Okay, then yun. So as you can see, I've spent for the entire day, I've spent 21 hours and 35 minutes for all the tasks and activities that I've done sa ngayong araw na to. Now, next is we're going to i-compute natin siya by hour. I-convert natin to by hour, no? Since 35 minutes, we'll put it here kung ano yung equivalent hours niya. So in order to do that, we're going to go back to the formula again. Ito nga sa baba. Click enter. No? Every time we use a formula, by the way, no, we will be first enter the equal sign and followed by the formula, o if meron bang formula, or if we're going to compute. Now, itong 35 minutes, itong cell na may 35 minutes, I will tap this one, and as you can see, it's D10. D10 meaning column 10, column D, row 10. So that is how this D10 was derived. D10 refers to itong 35 na minutes. Ito to. Okay. So next is I will use slash. Itong slash. Yan. Meaning divide. Because we will be dividing this value by 60. 60 meaning 60 minutes. So once we fill up everything, okay, so we just hit enter. Itong equals. And yun. So it's 0.58. 583 something. So this one, ito yung equivalent hours niya. Kung i-convert natin itong 35 minutes, this is equivalent. Ito yung equivalent na hours niya. Okay? Now, after that, we're going to proceed on the next column, which is total hours spent. Ito na talaga yung pinaka total hours spent. So we're going to type total hours spent. Then, okay. Sandali lang total. Total hours. Tama. Left. So, yung isa, total hours spent and total hours left. So, ito, yung sa column E, yung total hours na all na nagamit mo sa itong araw na to. Itong total hours left, ilang oras na lang yung natitira. Kasi we have in a day, sa isang araw, we have 24 hours. No? If you could recall in your elementary days, no? Ang isang araw has a total of 24 hours. Then, total, going to enter also total minutes left. So this one is for the minutes. If later you are going to understand anong gamit ito. Okay. Now as you notice, this total hours spent is medyo natabunan yung T. That's because masyado siyang mataas yung yung text niya. Now, in order to adjust, to make a adjustment, you could actually, pwede mo man itong lakihan. But I prefer, to use this what we call wrapping, text wrapping. So we'll just highlight this total hours spent, and we will click this, or rather tap this one, this menu format button. Then on the menu, these are the options. Punta tayo sa cell. This one. Then we scroll down, and as you notice, we have is wrap text. Naka-disable pa siya. By clicking or tapping this one, eto to. Yun, nag-blue siya. So yun, we were able to wrap this one. So yun, na siya, nagkasya na yung mga text niya because we've applied text wrapping. Now we could also do the same with the other two columns, column header. Again, just tap lang the format button, then scroll down, put as a cell, then wrap text. Just enable this wrap text option, and yun. So, yan na. Now here, sa baba, so we're going to calculate the total hours spent throughout the day na. Okay? Now, yan nga, ito, syempre, i-add man natin to, di ba? But of course, since this one is hour and this one is minute, so that is why we convert this one to hour. Para, sila, ma-add talaga natin to. So, what we're going to do in this, sa baba ng total hours spent, nakalimutan ko pala yung pag bold. So, what are we going to do sa baba is we're going to add this 21 and this 0.58. Okay, it's on the C10 and C11. So, madali lang. You don't need to type the cell reference. Okay, cell reference mo yung tawag yan. Yung C10, C11, D10. Okay, you just tap lang yung cell na gusto mong i-add. So, we're going to add 21 and 0.58 man. So, C10, I'll just tap this one, the C10 and plus. You make sure to include the plus. Then tap the C11. Yun. So once we're done, we've entered the two cells, C11 and C10. Take note of this formula, equals C10 plus C11. So that is how we're going to add these two cells. Okay, so we have 21.58 hours all. Yun. Okay. Then dito sa total hours left, just what we're going to do is, 'di ba? Sa isang araw we have 24 hours. So what we're going to do in order to find out ilan na lang yung oras natin sa araw to, so we simply type 24 for 24 hours minus the 21.58. Now you don't need to type this one again. You just click or tap the cell, which is E2. E2 contains itong value na gusto nating i-add. This one. So, yun. Nag-green siya. So, 24 minus E2. and hit enter, and yun. So as you can see, we have 2.41 hours left for the entire day. So that's actually good. No? Now what if sumobra? No, for example, no, let's say, let's have a different scenario, no? For example, wala akong ginawa buong araw. Yung video games ko, 7 hours. Yun, nagsobra, oh. So perhaps, baka depende ano, sumobra to siya. You should at least estimate, no? Na at least ka nang hindi siya lumampas sa 24. Baka na mali lang yung pag-estimate mo. Or much better again, you will use an application, mobile application or a stopwatch application to track down ng ilang hours mo yung spend mo sa mga activities mo para hindi magsobra. And then after that, no, let's fill up this one. Ito na lang yung total minutes. So if you're curious, no, let's say ito lumampas mo to for 2 hours. If you want to convert this 2.41 666 hours, if you want this to convert into minutes, so what you can do is hit enter, then just tap this 2.41, then we will multiply this one by 60 kasi 60 minutes man, no? This is how we convert an hour to minutes, no? So yung hour, which is F2 times by 60 minutes, then okay, we enter na yun. So bale, I still have 145 minutes left. Or if you wanted to in hours, bale 2.41 hours na lang yung natitira. So this one, 2.41 and 145, they are just the same, but this one is hours and this one is in minutes lang. So yun, that is how you track your activities throughout an entire day for this day pa lang, no? Now what if this is just for the for this day? How about if I'm going to track for tomorrow? I'm going to prepare another one for tomorrow. So I'll just tap this one first. Ulitin ko. Itong sheet 1, I will rename this one, no? I'll just tap this. Itatap ko lang. And then malalabas na menu. I will rename it to, let's say this one is Sunday. Anyway, if may pets naman tayo dito, no? October 31. So Sunday, and I want to monitor or track my activities for tomorrow, which is, let's say, Monday. Yan. Medyo mabilis yung ginawa ko. Just ito nasa baba, ito may plus. Pag click mo yan, ayun, lalabas na yung sheet 3. So pag sumobra, again, you just tap this one and there's a delete option. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot to introduce these two. This one is for the undo, this one is for the redo. So if you're familiar with the word, no? If you have used nag-exit yung. Ayan. So I'm just giving you guys an idea on how to use the Google Sheets. Though you can actually use other applications. Halos paras man lang sila ng mga functionality. Okay, so for Monday, no, since I've already filled up this one and medyo mahaba-haba, no, ginawa ko. What I can do instead, no, para hindi na ako magmamano-mano mag-type, I'll just highlight, no, everything, no. Pwedeng ito lang na area, no, or much better, no, if you wanted to copy all, no, everything sa isang sheet, itong Sunday na sheet natin, So just click or tap this one. Itong nasa pinaka corner. Ito, dito. Yan. Nasa ano. Again, if pwede na naman ito na lang. Highlight na lang. If hindi siya, you just swipe lang, no, to reveal the other slides, the other cells. Okay. Ayan, mag-adjust man din siya as you drag this highlighter. Mag-adjust man siya. So once I've highlighted now the cells that I needed to copy, I'll just long press. Yun. So this is the time that we're going to long press para lumabas tong copy and paste. So I will copy, no? So I will choose this one, obviously, copy, because I wanted to copy these cells. Then, nawala na yung sheets, no? As you can see, no? Sa baba, nawala siya. So you just tap this check at nasa taas. Then, transfer tayo sa Monday na sheet. And then, make sure, no? If you wanted to insert your copied cells here sa A1 na cell, so you make sure to highlight this first. Okay? After that, we long press again to paste. Yun. So that's how we copy and paste everything. Then, of course, these are new cells. So I will just change everything. Ano na tayo? This is November. Yeah. And of course, sleeping module. So maybe I will just leave it this 3. Importante itong tatlo na to. So and I will just delete na lang sorry. To delete this one or to clear or to erase, you just long press again. Long tap. Didiin mo lang yung finger mo to reveal this menu. Then type and then press this clear. Press or tap. Yeah. Sorry, medyo I get na interchange ko. If you're using a phone, you obviously tap. If you're using a desktop laptop, click. Yeah. Okay, for this one, malay mo baka 7 hours lang yung sleep ko. So I'll just na lang to clear this one. Ayun. So we have a okay. So just leave the rest. Ito 24 kasi 0 man to. Yeah. I just leave the rest. Importante yung ito na banda na na-delete mo na. So ito total and total. What if if you wanted to add more, kasi marami kang ginawa sa activity na to, you could actually ayun. Nakita nyo, no? This one. Ito na sa baba. Insert row below. Ito, insert column, yung katabi niya. But since we're adding activity, insert row. Okay? Insert row. Yan. Okay? What if you want to delete a row? I just long press this numbers or rather the rows. It will highlight everything and then may menu pa dito sa itong may dot. Click mo lang to or tap mo lang tong dot. May lalabas pa yung menu. I will choose this delete. Ayun, so as you notice, no? May na-delete talaga. Ayan. Okay, so I think that's all for this video. And again, this is how you create a spreadsheet for tracking down, for tracking your activities and calculating the total hours left or total minutes left. Okay, so that's all for this video and Thank you for watching.